Hello, you have accidentally clicked on a history in the hand metal detecting video, but since you're here, you might as well stay. Today, we are doing a history lesson right here in the lawn of this 4-square 1800s house. But we're going to see what we can find and see what history is laying just below the surface. Come on along, we'll see what we can find. All right, we have ourselves another penny, so that we know it's after 1959 if the Washington 81. So we know, and we also have this fabulous vintage pull tab which has been curled over. So 1981. This is still made of solid copper, and if you look very carefully, can you see what letter is below the date? There's a little tiny D right there, and that means it was minted in Denver. There are only 3 mints left in the country: Denver, Colorado, San Francisco, California, and Philadelphia. But usually Philadelphia doesn't put a number or a letter on. So already, have you noticed something about the coins we're finding? I think people dropped more pennies than they did other stuff. Or maybe another metal detector came through and was like, "Yeah, that's just a penny." On to the next. Another coin. Penny? Uh-huh. And there's a little mint mark there. Well, that makes sense. I mean, doesn't it make sense to you that right along the sidewalk and people are like taking something out of their pocket, maybe car keys or something like that? Okay. I don't really know. It's a lower number. It's like in the mid-20s. So this is an item of interest, even if it's not a coin. Oh, wait. 2002 nickel. All right, I like this. We're going from pennies to nickels. 55. It's a little bit of a weird signal. I'm gonna dig it anyway. So this reminds us that this particular tab is recyclable. I found one that said, "Don't litter" on it once. I know. And it was litter. Oh well. Found our first bullet shell.
That from people shooting off the force.
Could very well be. All right, replace that plug and on to the next. It's a different number. I'm interested because we're near the house, so I'm gonna dig it. Since we're looking for history, it'll definitely be history, even if it's not something super valuable. So it's like right around in there. Levi, another thing about the pinpointer is it'll sound off if something's near the side also. So it could be that it's closer to the side here. Oh,
Another bullet shell.
another bullet shell. We have found something of interest, and there's definitely writing on there. Baby food jar lid, possibly? No, because I don't think those would have. Ooh. It's definitely history. One of you might need to run in and do a quick Google search. Oh, all right. So I recognize this because I found something like this over at Peggy Butter's house. This is the LARKIN company in Buffalo, New York, and it says petroleum. I think it says petroleum jelly, which is Vaseline. LCO, Larkin Company. buffalo. So I guess, I don't know if they made,
Some kind of caps or something.
yep, this would have been for diaper cream for little babies and stuff, but that's pretty old. Does one of you want to run in and do a Google search on the Larkin Company,
Sure.
Buffalo, New York?
I found something else too.
So that would have been kind of a medicinal thing. And when she gets back, maybe we can find out like when that company was operating. All right, so now we're going to listen for higher tones now. Oh, I think I actually thought I saw it. I think it's over. Oh, I do see it. It's right there. Oh, you got it. Is there Washington on the back? Washington Monument? Yep. Yep, it's a penny. And since this building, the Washington Monument, is on the back, it's after 1959. Before that, it said 1 cent in the middle, and there were grains of wheat going around the outside, and they call those wheat cents. Or us cool guys, us cool metal detectors, we call them Wheaties because we're really hip. Oh my gosh, you guys have the best view. You know, there's people stuck in the suburbs, and there's trucks and cars. Possible quarter. So let's see if it's still in the hole or in the plug. That's a good sign. It's in the sidewall.
Wait a second.
It's in this sidewall right here. You know what else is a 92? It's a cement mixer. Well, now, didn't I say we'd probably find a Hot Wheels car? Oh, can you read what it is on the bottom? Some Matchbox Series Super Fast Concrete. Oh, Lesney product
The wheels are right here. There's a wheel. Finding the wheel.
made in England. You know what, guys? So this would have been one of the early
Here's 3 wheels.
Matchbox, 3 wheels. Oh my gosh. Wait, you know what? There's 8 wheels on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
There's somewhere.
Well, so this is actually like look at the detail they put into that. Like there's a lot of detail.
Ford, I think. That's what it says.
That's cool. So originally they were made in England and then they came over to the US. So that's cool. That is a bit of history. Nicely done. Oh. 1930?
We found a cement mixer.
That comes with the jar itself. It's like
The wheel
a
just
jar.
popped off.
Okay, so 1930, Larkin Company Petroleum Jelly.
Just
This
like
is the
this.
only remaining wheel.
Awesome.
And it just fell off.
Oh.
You didn't know you had a cement mixer
I don't remember playing with that.
buried in the front yard.
I never played with anything like
Okay, no, I think that's before your time significantly. I would think
that.
70s, 80s.
The
You know what that is?
part of a key.
It's a busted key. I wonder what it went to. Probably a jewelry box that was filled with gold and silver coins.
It's buried somewhere now.
So what?
Why do you think there might be a key out here?
Maybe there was a key to the outhouse.
Oh.
Yep. I don't know why you'd lock the outhouse. It seems like if you had to go, you really wouldn't want to stop to unlock a padlock. So we found, oh my goodness, that, I'll bet that eraser doesn't work anymore. Yeah? Well, nice. How appropriate for homeschool to find a pencil.
I'll keep that. Use the lead.
Yeah, it would still work. Hey, I've got an interesting signal right here. See that?
Oh, yes. Yep. Is that a dime?
That is a silver dime.
Wow.
So, now we're getting out our little squirty thing. Silver
What's in that?
scratches really easily. But that is Roosevelt, and this is 1951. And then
What is that spray stuff?
it's just water, but silver scratches, like if you rub dirt off of it, it scratches some of the silver away. But isn't that amazing how you see how shiny it is?
Yeah.
So copper doesn't do that, neither does the nickel.
Wow.
So that's cool. That's a Roosevelt dime.
Mhm.
And they call, you know, us metal detectors that are hip to the jive, we call them Rosies. And see the D right next to the bottom of the torch?
Yeah.
That means it was minted in Denver, Colorado. So halfway across the country.
They got them white.
Cool.
Yep.
Shotgun brass. And that would have been that's so old that it's from back when the hull was made of waxed paper and the pellets were inside of it, just like the modern ones.
Oh, there's one.
I think he's addicted. You can stop any time. He is totally addicted. And the dog is indifferent. What a nice day. I guess we got really rainy weather coming in. And you can see the weather coming in, can't you? In the summer, do you ever sit on the porch and just watch it? Ah, so great. All right. Hey, good job replacing the plug. 1962 nickel. Look at this. The dog is even into metal detecting. That is fabulous.
There.
There's iron. See it?
Mhm.
All right. So at least we know that. That's a big old chunk. Oh, it's a chunk of chain. So that is. So here, let me whack it with this. So I think this probably would be. That's probably horse tack, because that was probably from a harness that went to either a wagon or a pulling tree, like for farming stuff. So, all right, we can check that off the list. That's cool. I can kind of see where this ring was folded over on itself by a blacksmith. So that makes it really old. Cool beans. History learned. It only took us 20 minutes to dig down far enough. So we're finding a fair number of nickels, which is
1999.
1999. Nice.
Same year.
That goes in the interesting. You know something. This is a lot of coins for. Yeah. This yard has been a rich yard, but what is shocking me is that we haven't found a lot of really old stuff, and I kind of expected it. I wonder if it had been bulldozed or Phil brought in or something. So this looks like it was some kind of label. It's got all sorts of writing on it.
B-E.
Beauville, New J.E.
That's where it's.
New Jersey, probably. Lumsherella, yeah. I just don't know. Okay. How heavy is that? Pretty heavy?
Heavier than it would seem to be.
Yep. You know, You know what that is? Lead. I'll get my Leatherman out and I will. I think this is lead. People used to melt lead and use it to fix holes in metal buckets and stuff. It bends really easy and it's super, super soft. See that? It's very soft. So that was lead that was melted and then poured into the ground, and that is the design that the dirt left when it fell. It just kind of goes like, you know. So they used it for pipes and for fixing all sorts of things. Are you hearing that?
No. Hear anything?
That's a good tone. I do not like the feel. I don't like the feel of the dirt though.
Look, take zoomies. Get out of the way. Get out of the way.
Look at that.
Some more.
It's another chunk of lead. So it was a confusing signal because there was so much other junk in there. So at least we found a quarter. Ah, you're good. You're good puppers. Usually I bring Mac, my digging dog. Oh. All right. Well, we are done. We are done metal detecting. We are all half frozen. Levi is completely frozen. It is October 19th, and it's pretty cold, and the wind just took the heat away from us. But let's take a look at what we found. It was a very interesting day. We're rich beyond our wildest dreams because we found 2 quarters, a bunch of nickels, a silver rosy. We did find one buffalo nickel, which was cool. And we found pennies, unidentified written item. Levi did his best to figure out what this was. Lowry something or other. All we know is that it was made in New Jersey. We know that this was 18 feet of number 600 something. This was our petroleum jelly cap from the Larkin Company in Buffalo, New York. So it made it all the way down here to Pennsylvania. And that was dated around 1930, we think. Here's some lead. There's a big chunk of horse tack, probably from a wagon or pulling tree or something. There's our firearm things. There's our Lesney matchbox cement block. Some of our gigantic iron collection. This fabulous 1970s pull tab, and more lead. So it was a very interesting day. We also got pretty excited when we saw gold, but it was just a broken key, unfortunately. Womp, 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 womp. So this is Steve checking out, and just reminding you that if you're not looking for it, you're not going to find it. But you're welcome to join us next time on History in the Hand.